Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a visual.
I had a proud of it.
Hold on, let me turn this.
Thank you for being here bright and early on a Monday morning, everyone. We appreciate you. You, Miss Thing, walking like I don't have 3 jobs and a family and small children with your hair done.
You know, you got to get up early.
This is not how we do Mondays here on this show.
You didn't tell me that. I just knew that I was going to be on live and I had to be prepared.
I really appreciate you. Jen Christian is here from EforAll, from Car Seat Mama. We're going to focus on EforAll today because you got a deadline.
We got a deadline,
Mm-hmm.
and it is quickly approaching.
Right? So how was everybody's weekend? First off, what did you do?
Oh, the weekend. I feel like this was one of those like dystopian weekends where it just didn't end.
Right?
And it was like, what day is it? It was like that week between Christmas and New Year's when you're like, I'm full of cheese and don't know what I'm doing.
100%. Best meme ever. And
Yeah.
also very true because I didn't know what to do.
No, it was like, I'm full of grill food and I don't know what day it is.
Also, I feel like when I have that many days of not actual scheduled work, I feel guilty. I find myself down
Yes.
here anyway.
Yes, 100%. We are one of those companies that they gave us Friday off as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could just check my email.
Right.
I could just take a little peek.
I
It's
feel
so
like
hard.
even 15, 20 minutes. I was talking to another entrepreneur friend as we drove and fought the masses to go to P-Town on Friday like crazy people.
You
And we
are
were
a crazy
absolutely
person.
insane. She was like, well, she was visiting from Pennsylvania and she's like, oh, I just want to go and check
Has
it
to be
out.
done.
And it wasn't a beach day by any
No.
means. So I was like, you know what? There's plenty of sights and sounds.
That's true. Yeah. P-Town
Right?
is the way to go.
So
yeah.
I mean, it took us forever to get there, forever.
3 hours later.
It basically was. But so we had plenty of time to talk about our businesses and like just talk
good.
about
Catch
like
up.
honestly just
Yeah.
regular we covered the grounds, the mom
Yeah.
stuff, the business stuff. It was just a really nice grown-up conversation,
Nice.
which is nice because I feel like I've had none of that with my
Right.
children, full on kids down your throat. Like we are not escaping them anymore. They're here for the
No.
summer.
Yes. Yes. As a mom with 3 kids, it is no joke. And I'm sorry, but camp, a friend of mine, we were just talking about it. And
A
for
little
her
bit
to send her
jealous.
kids to camp, it was going to cost her $22,000 for the summer.
Yeah, no.
No.
We've
No.
always had Camp John's Pond.
Yes.
Basically, since living in this house, this is what we chose.
Yep, exactly. I have enlisted my 16-year-old. I'm like, you are the babysitter.
Mhm.
So you will get paid, but you are the babysitter and I
Right.
need you.
Yeah.
So,
And sometimes they balk at it, but for the most part, what else were they gonna do? Would they
and she's so excited when the paycheck comes.
Right.
She's like, I'm going to buy a car by next week. I was like,
I
don't know
love
about
that. I'm still waiting on that to happen for my now graduated
Yeah.
senior who,
Yeah.
although she's crushing it, she's really having fun over the
Yeah.
Melody tent.
And she's not showing her feet.
Oh, no. No, she is not. If you missed it this week, I was making her market our new farmers market t-shirts. And I was like, can you get in the garden with the t-shirt? And so I took a photo and then she's, checking them every 5 seconds because that's what a teenage
That's
girl
what
does.
teenagers do.
Like, oh God, I'm like, I just need your back. It's not even you.
Right. Exactly.
And I was told to cover up the feet. They don't get those for free. And then I was horrified to have that 18-year-old conversation with my daughter. It was very weird. Oh, Tanya said, I came on to feet. Well, welcome.
Welcome to Feet, Tanya. You know me. No subject is off the table here. So
This is it. So maybe talk about your journey with EforAll just a little bit and what you're currently doing with
I sell
EforAll.
feet pictures. Is that,
Guys,
is that the segue?
Times are tough.
Listen, there's good money, I hear. No.
Oh, they'd be
So,
paying me to put mine away. They're
oh
like,
my
Stephanie, get
gosh.
them off the
Yeah.
screen, please. Good morning, Mari.
Listen, I'm just going to say, Stephanie, there is a buyer for every market. Okay.
Not these things.
You never know unless you try. Uh,
Unless they're a podiatrist going, how did that happen?
oh, hey,
It
we're
occurred.
getting off on a tangent
Sorry.
here.
Whew. I have my list of things. So we're going to talk about, we got a deadline coming up.
Yes. So EforAll Cape Cod is an amazing nonprofit that I got started with 2 years ago.
It's like that hair
Because-
commercial. I'm not only a
Yeah,
client,
I'm
but I'm
not
a
only
client.
yes. I'm also a representative.
Right.
I got involved 2 years ago when they had a pitch contest, and so many of my friends and family had said to me, like, Jen, what you're doing is a business. Make it a business. And I was like, no, it's just a little baby hobby. And so I went to a pitch contest and I pitched my heart out and I came in second place, but placing didn't even matter. It was just that validation of like, holy crap, like you really do have a business.
And there's also something to be said about the culture of the people that are also pitching. And then like you find your tribe. You really find your people.
tribe. Yes. And so that was a summer pitch contest. And then I went into the fall cohort for their business accelerator, which is a 12-week course where you learn everything from marketing, social media, insurance, spreadsheets.
Mm-hmm.
We love spreadsheets.
Yeah, that's what I came
EforAll.
home to after being away for a couple of weeks. But I got to
Yeah.
tell you, it was the first time I walked and let somebody else run my business. Like all the people that I've hired and all the procedures that I put into place,
Yep.
and actually saying, okay, I'm going to let this happen without me being around. And it happened.
And it happened.
So that was another big thing. I feel like all these milestones you kind of go through, and you've got a good group of people to go through the milestones of being a
Yeah.
business owner with, because
Yep.
it's incredibly
Yep.
lonely.
It's so lonely. You know, you have your friends that you can talk to about your business, but they just don't get it. They don't get the struggle. They don't get the excitement of, landing a new account or whatever the case may be. But when you have these 14 other entrepreneurs that are by your side saying, holy crap, I'm so proud of you. Like it's a network that you get to join, that the value, like it's so hard to
is
even put it into
invaluable.
words.
Yeah.
And these are people that I was involved with 2 years ago that we still have active communication.
Mhm.
And I loved EforAll so much that I said to Kai, who was the program director at the time, I said, I think that the thing that's missing is you need like an RA in the room. You need like that big sister person. And she said to me, so you're going to be my guinea pig? I said, well, duh. And so I did a peer support specialist.
She volunteered for another
gig.
I'm like, here, free, take my time.
Yes, here. Exactly. And
what's up, Darcy?
We were going to call it a alumni support specialist, but the acronym there wasn't so pretty.
No.
So we went with peer support specialists, and I did that for a year, and I was prepared to do it for another cohort. And Kai approached me and she said, I just want to let you know that I'm taking a position to do virtual, what I'm doing. And so this position is going to become available. And I was like, if she had asked me this a year ago, absolutely not. I could not have taken it on.
Right.
But my youngest was starting kindergarten, and this job offers the flexibility of if I want to put in 2 hours at 5 a.m. and then put in the rest of my time after I get her on the bus, totally able to do it. And so with a leap of faith, I put in an application, and luckily I was chosen to be the program manager for EforAll Cape Cod, which is just like, still sounds weird to say.
Why? You're doing a great job with it.
Thank
by
you.
the way.
Thank you. And
I know
everybody
it's
tells me
a
that,
lot.
but and we talk about it in class about imposter syndrome. And it's just so real. It's just so real.
Well, I think the most important part about your job and EforAll in general is getting people to verbalize these things, have these
Yes.
conversations,
Yes.
tough conversations you don't want to have with yourself, especially even when you're running a business where you're like, I don't even want to look at that today.
Yeah.
And it's like having 2 or 3 other people being like, me too, that
Right.
you're like, okay, I can look at it. It's like the bottom line or whatever it is, or something that's not working.
Right.
To have a group of individuals that will not judge you for that and just be like, how are we going to make this work for you today?
Yeah.
It's really an incredible space.
I had to come up with my second favorite F word, which was Fun Financial Fridays.
Oh,
Because I did not want to look at my finances. But if I called them Fun Financial Fridays and it was on my calendar,
Yeah,
then I got
right.
it done.
I mean,
So,
I love it. Tanya says she only has 3 kids, a horse, a dog, a husband, plenty of free time to volunteer,
Yes.
just jumping right on in.
yeah, my horse dog.
But you made it work for
Yeah.
you to parlay that into a position, but also
Yeah.
keep your thing that you were working on
Yeah.
EforAll. So I think it's
Yes.
really important that, yeah, we can do everything. Okay. So don't judge us.
Yes. Stephanie and I are amazing. Get over it.
Well, you know, I found myself in this position where I started EforAll and I was doing it for one part of my business, one vertical of my
Yes.
business.
Yes.
But then to work on other stuff, like something else, another part of my business took off, and to like focus on that. It wasn't a separate business. It was just another piece of my business
Right.
that I was working
Right.
on. So it's like I'm always continually adding those pieces. And
Yeah.
it's nice to go back. I've got friends from other cohorts, other groups of
Mhm.
EforAll.
Mhm.
And then it's a community that you just find yourself in, and it's so supportive. And when you're just looking for people that fit that bill, it's funny because EforAll is like, you've got everybody is constantly working on their business model, the way that they're jumping out at
Yeah.
things. And people are always ready for an opportunity that could be the perfect opportunity for
Right.
your business.
And I think one of the things that gets brought up a lot during EforAll is the pivot. And that's the cool part about everything that you learn in EforAll is not geared directly towards your business per se, right? Like it's the basics, it's the groundwork. And then if you pivot, all of that stuff that you've learned, you just switch it and it works for your new idea. For me, I went into EforAll as a for-profit business and it was profitable and it was working, but morally, I felt like I was leaving out a lot of caregivers by having a fee attached to my service. And so I was able to take everything that I've learned in EforAll, including using the Big Mama spreadsheet, which I still use for my
You have to.
finances. But I was able to swap that into a nonprofit model. So anything's possible with EforAll.
Yeah. And you're doing more good with that as well. I mean, now you're into grant writing. Isn't it fun? All the good times. Speaking of F words, Dover Burgess says, I have a favorite F word too. Thank you. I appreciate that. Darcy says, because you're amazing.
Thanks, Darcy. She did my hair. She added the blue color back.
Well, it looks fabulous. I gotta tell you. And she walked in with her hair all done. I was like, oh, we don't do this on a Monday, miss.
I didn't know.
So it is Shark Week. And you're going to see all kinds of fun little Shark Week things popping up all over the Cape. And I know we've got some celebrations going on in the Commons. And we love our sharks here. Once again, sharks live in the ocean.
Yeah, they were there first.
Just reminding you, you're going into their home. There was like a second shark attack in Florida on the same beach for the same whatever. And I'm like, guys, stay out of there. They're hungry, obviously.
Yeah. You are delicious. So...
And I know they're really not about you per se, but even still, you're going to be watching a lot of content this week. Don't freak out. We've got a lot of things in the water. My girlfriend that was visiting went and took in a whale watch, tons of whales. We've got tons of that awful dolphin stranding. Lots of other things that are not so positive here on the Cape sometimes.
But did I hear that
I think a lot of them survived, most of them. Like they got them back to the water, which is good.
So good. We're so lucky to have EforAll right here.
God, we have a lot of programs.
We have a lot of really great programs on Cape Cod. Thank you, EforAll.
We do. There's so much going on. And this program specifically that we're talking about today is EforAll. You got the deadline approaching.
Yes.
So maybe we can talk a little bit about what the full EforAll, if you've ever checked out a pitch and you get so excited when you're at a pitch because it's like, oh, nice, short, cool. Here's the winners. Here's the next thing. And then the big program, and you're like, I'm so ready for it. I really want people to understand that this is free. All of the people that show up are donating their time to the success of entrepreneurship here on the Cape.
Yeah. Yep. So our 12-week course is comprised of meeting twice a week for 2 to 3 hours. We meet Tuesday nights from 5:30 to 8:30. We meet Thursdays from 11 to 1. And each week you are brought a new specialist who is coming in that is teaching their content area, whether it be, like I said, like legalities, or if they're coming in to talk about insurance or accounting, whatever the case may be. We have a little check-in beforehand. We get, feel the room, feel how everybody's doing, successes and hits and misses of the week. Excuse me.
No worries.
And then we jump right into our content specialist. And then every week you have a little bit of homework that goes along with it. It might be something as simple as watching a video. It might be something a little more complex like the Big Mama spreadsheet.
People are at different spaces of their business. So every single person that is coming into this is maybe already started something and failed, or started something and this is their pivot, or has never done anything before. I mean, there are people in my cohort. We had like a 70-year-old man that was coming in, like never done business stuff before, and was like, I'm bored in retirement. This is what I'm doing. And then we had young people, 17, 18, 19, that just have a great idea.
Right.
So it's a huge swath of people that have never done anything, or that have like one area that is good. So each week, I feel like you take from the content what you need to, but also you can add to the specialist that's there, or to support your cohort in any which way that is needed.
Yeah.
So it's really a nice swath of getting that missing education in your business school.
Yeah. Yep. And I think that, again, it's free, which is phenomenal. The other greatest part, and we haven't even met, I don't know how we've been talking this long and we haven't brought up mentors.
I know.
One of the greatest benefits of this program is that one of your first tasks is you go through speed dating with 45 mentors, and you are interviewing them. They're interviewing you. You're kind of speed dating, trying to figure out if you're going to mesh well together. We encourage you, don't look for somebody in finance. Don't look for somebody who has kids. Don't look for somebody in the entertainment industry. Look for somebody who has a personality you're going to mesh with, because that's so much more important. You're going to meet with this team of 3 mentors for 90 minutes every week, and they are going to be your biggest cheerleaders.
Yeah, it's a support system. That was a small confusion, I think.
Oh, yeah.
For a lot of people, because they're like, you're working for me. I'm like, that's not what a mentor does.
No, exactly. Yeah, because you've mentored. So you get to be on the other side. I will say that's the one thing that I am most disappointed in my EforAll career timeline, is that I never got to mentor.
Yeah.
I wanted to mentor, but somebody pointed out to me, I am the big mentor.
You are.
So I'll allow it.
You're the overall mentor.
Yes. So mentorship is such a cool experience. I still have a great relationship with my 3 mentors. They are still cheering me on from the sidelines. And I think that is probably one of the most valuable pieces. The camaraderie of your cohort and the cheerleader team of mentors, I think, is one of the greatest assets that you get out of the EforAll experience.
I agree. I really do. I think it's amazing. I'm still very close to one of my mentors. We all get busy, and I am not the greatest mentor on earth. Like, I'm good for some things. If you need me, I will throw down and figure out how we're going to make this happen. We will move heaven and earth for you in that space. And I look to the other mentors in the group, because you get 3.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's good at something.
Yes.
So it's really nice to see this year. This particular group that I had was like a great age bracket. It was like 20 something representative, 30 something representative, 40 something representative. My mentee happened to be in her 50s, having a pivot in her career
Yep.
and going for something different. So it was really nice for us as mentors to give our thoughts towards this, which is geared towards children. So we're all like adding our different perspectives to this. It just really worked well. And I think she came like really took all pieces of our advice
Yeah.
and kind of made it her own anyway, and then went with that. And I think she's going to have big success.
Yeah. And I think that that's one of the most important things is to take that advice and really listen to it, because they're not working for you.
Right.
They're not doing the work. You're doing the work.
Trust me, no one's doing the work for you. This I just get
No
that
one's
right
gonna do
out of
the
your
work for
brain right now.
you.
You're not going to just
No.
roll up with a business
No.
idea and have everybody
No,
be
you're
like, "Oh,
not.
we love it. It's great. We're going to buy it from you." It's
Yep.
not happening.
That doesn't happen.
This is a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of 4:30 in the morning tossing and turning and saying, "Oh, I could be awake right now writing a grant."
Right? That's going to be your life forever as an entrepreneur. That's what's going to happen.
Yep.
Good morning, Cindy. I definitely think this program might be for you.
Hey.
Emily, thank you so much. And good morning, Dan Chase from Midwest. Hello out there. Is the corn knee high by the 4th of July?
Oh, where in the Midwest? Because I dabbled in a little bit of time in Nebraska.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I think he's out that way. Good morning, Junior.
Interesting.
Look at you, up early, working out. He's got this new fitness regime. I feel very truly inspired by you. Even though my Fitbit announced to me after coming home from vacation, your activity level has definitely drastically changed.
Ooh, that hurts.
Yeah, well, I'm not walking 20,000 steps a day because I'm
Yes.
not looking at ancient cool things.
Right. I'm back on Cape Cod.
I'm looking at CVS's and Dunkin's. All
I
right.
have work to do.
I'm at my desk now. Damn it.
Oh, get this Fitbit.
I know. Fitbit, I love her so much. Yeah. So it was like, well, what are we going to do about this? I'm like, all right. These are the things, though, that I love. Some of my cohort members are like, let's get up. One of the girls is like, let's do a walk and talk. Let's do a whatever. I'm just like, yes, please. It's always fun to reach out. Tanya's got her goat yoga.
Yes.
We've got so many wonderful fitness professionals that are in this.
Kaylin with Misfits down in Yarmouth.
I love the new programs that people are running, and the first person you're going to try it out in is your cohort. So guys, let me in for some new workouts or some different stuff, because apparently I need to move my body a little bit more and get away from my business.
We need I'm going to throw a plea out there to Cape Cod. Send us somebody for fitness down here.
Yeah, right.
Because I've got Alex, who does amazing things in South Dennis, and I've got Kaylin, who does amazing things in Yarmouth.
We need Upper Cape entertainment, please. Thank you.
Yes.
Dan says Des Moines, tornadoes and corn.
Yes, that's it. And soybeans.
Good times, everybody.
Yep. Yeah. So our fall cohort, we are currently recruiting, and the deadline to apply is August 7th. And so this month I'm doing my little tour de force across the Cape. So you can find me at the Brewster Ladies Library this week. I will be at Places, Spaces, and Born this
Shout
week.
out to Lauren, who is
alumni,
and also like the most amazing, genuinely heartfelt, sweetest thing that you've ever come across. She's love and light.
Speaking of forces, that woman is a force. Yep. And then you can find me at South Yarmouth Library, Mashpee Library. You can find my coworker Taiki at Provincetown Commons. I will also be doing an online, if you would prefer to do a quick little chat session online. I'm going to do an evening. And then I will be at Snow Library in Orleans. So all of those dates and times are on our Facebook page.
It's all good.
It's cool. I tried. They're on our Facebook page and on LinkedIn. And so
what
come and see me.
There?
So it's an Ask Me Anything. So you can come as an alum and say, Jen, I'm stuck. What can we do? And I can say, I don't know.
But I can find you someone.
But I can find someone who can help you out. You can come and say, I would really love to be a part of this fall cohort, but I'm really intimidated by this application process. Cool. Sit down, bring your computer. Let's do it together. You can come and say, I can't do Thursdays. Is this class for me? The short answer is no. I'm sorry. You have to be able to commit to the Tuesday, Thursday schedule.
I am telling you right now, if you're signing up for this, be ready for it. Be mentally prepared for it. It is work. Yes, it is free. Yes, the resources are fantastic, but it is a lot of work. And if you're not ready to put that into your business, do you really want to be in business?
Right. Are you really ready? Yeah.
It is an important place to be in. And it is different than the pitch competition to jump into one of these cohorts. It is a big commitment.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. A lot of the cohorts too will find that they want to spend time together outside of class. And so
this last one was a very close cohort.
Yes.
They really rocked the in-person.
And the one before that and the one before that.
Really?
Like my first year of doing the peer support, like they would meet at the NAC all the time. Like that would just be their spot where they would all bring their computers and they would grab food.
I love
and they
that.
would just sit and work together. It was so nice. And I don't know where I was going with that, but so you have your Tuesdays, you have your Thursdays, you have your hour and a half with your mentors, but then you also have that time that you want to be working on your business. And sometimes that's with the cohort and sometimes that's on your own. But it is a lot of time that goes into this.
Oh, look at her. Cindy, I am ready AF.
Well, yes, Cindy.
We will see
I want to see your application.
Ashley Irene, another alum. It is the best. I applied, zero intimidation, 100% flex. Well, I'm very excited. She said, Jen, pick me.
Cindy, I will pick you, but you have to put in an application.
Yep. She said she did. So this is
all
it.
Right.
That's exciting.
Cool.
All right, Junior, check out Amanda Spearin, apparently. I do Pilates on Monday, every other Monday, strength training. Look at you, the fitness bastion. I got a phone call. I got a text at like 4:00 this morning from my trainer. Hello, it's me.
No.
Do you remember where to go? I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. So I'm back Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll be back this week. All right.
It's so hard. You got to make it a priority.
I know.
I was just having this conversation. You have to make it a priority.
This is it, though. I told myself in January, and it's not, yes, I am down pounds. However, like I'm making better choices for myself. So we're there. My husband got that, I don't know, Blackstone grill.
Oh, yeah.
He's been King Hibachi now on my back deck every single day. I'm like, okay. Like very much too much enjoying that thing.
Yes. Yeah.
All day, every day. And he's like, well, I'm cooking, so I'm not doing dishes. Well, he uses every utensil in the damn house right now. Every single one.
Yeah.
So if anybody's got a nice invention for dishes, let me know. Then I'm ready to just put
teenagers. What about the teenagers?
Yeah, right.
I know.
Yeah, right.
Pulling teeth.
They don't do anything.
No, they don't.
They're in this phase of I don't do anything unless I get paid.
Oh.
I know that, now they work. Now I'm tired. I gotta work. I'm like, oh, really? Tell me about
Tell
it.
me all about your woes.
Oh,
tell me.
Muffin.
Poor baby. Oh,
it's been a very fun summer. By the way, if you're looking for a lifeguard, my son is for hire. Red Cross certified lifeguard. Just wasn't old enough this year to work for the town.
Cool.
So he's available for private parties and any little people that you need extra eyes on.
That is really
got a little gun for hire.
Entrepreneurship.
Right? Both of them are my little entrepreneurs.
Must run in the family.
You're right. Listen, I was a worker bee my entire life. So I do want to have this story because it wasn't until I was dislocated from my job. Love that word. In which I was forced to do the big pivot. And I said for the first 2 years of running my own business, I would like stomp my feet like a little bratty kid. I don't want my own business.
Yes.
I just want to work for somebody else. And my husband's like, you are mental.
Yeah.
This is not the way. This is the only way you're going to be happy. And I hate to say that he was right.
He was
right. He knew me and knew that I was never going to be happy working for anybody else.
Yeah.
And I had to do it my way because it's just sometimes you find your niche.
Yeah.
And find your space in between the spaces.
I can't, as someone who has heard you on the radio for like, there's no, like, what are you going to do?
Right?
Go work a desk job?
That's it. Just
absolutely
no.
Absolutely not. Your voice belongs on the radio.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But you have to find your space. And it's so wonderful that I do have this community of amazing champions
Yeah.
that made me feel like repaired me.
Cape Cod loves Stephanie Viva.
No, but it was a reparative state.
Yeah.
I needed that. I needed that fostering, but also I needed to learn business. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yes.
Even when I put in my application, I was like, I don't know this.
No idea.
I have no idea what you're saying to me right now.
And the cool thing is that that's cool to come in. Like, don't be scared by Business Accelerator thinking that you have to have this established business. You can come in with an idea.
It was not, it was very, very uncomfortable for me. And being a Capricorn, we do not like not knowing the things we don't admit that.
Oh, you know what? I love that you said that. So I am wearing a necklace that my cohort gave me that says trust the process, because during EforAll, you hear so many times, just trust the process, and you hate it. And then at the end you go, holy crap. If I had just trusted the process, it really does all come together in the end. I didn't,
because I thought I knew better, and this is trash, and I didn't need it, and why am I here, and why am I doing this for all of those weeks, every single one of them. And then finally it was like an aha moment, and you're like, so dumb.
Yeah. Why was I so...
But I feel like you have to be that way as an entrepreneur, because you have to have strength, internal strength to pull yourself through the days that suck, through the days that are hard. Through the days where you don't want to do this. Why am I doing this? Is this even the thing for me? I made no dollars yesterday. What the hell did I even do with myself? Why am I doing this? You have this conversation literally every day.
Every day. Every day.
Every day. And it's so, so hard. And I really want people to understand that there is some support.
Yeah.
It doesn't fix all your problems.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the greatest pieces, is you have the support. You have the support of the EforAll team. It's myself, our program director, Kristen, and our program coordinator, Taiki. And we are here for you during the 12 weeks and beyond. And you have your cohort, and you have your mentors, and the specialists too. The specialists donate their time outside of giving that class. You know, if you have follow-up legal questions, our legal specialist will take the time to chat with you afterwards.
Yeah.
So it's really such a great supportive network.
And I love the fact that it's all different personalities too. It's just different kinds of people. And I learn differently than others. So it's really a nice melting pot of different people. Like, you'll just catch the people that have your vibe. And you'll just gravitate towards them because they speak your language. It is really nice to find another set of eyes to be like, have you thought of it this way? My husband's doing E4Ever with his business. And he like dragged his feet, and then jumped into it. And then he's like, I'm really glad, because it's a different kind of support that he needs than I need for our separate spaces, and what we both do that is different. And he just needs a different thing that I do from it. And it's working out for him just because of the network. So it's really important. You're never alone, and it continues. And if you're like, okay, this is over now, you can't leave me alone. You're not alone.
You're not alone. No, nope. I'm still on the group chats, and we are active, and no, you're not alone. You're never alone.
Good morning, Mark. I know. How are you doing with your stroke, by the way? I always think about you. You're the funniest human ever, and I can't wait to see what you're going to do next, because I know it's going to be huge. And yes, you can fill out the application for a baby clothing line of business.
Yes,
you absolutely.
Yeah.
I definitely think that you would benefit from a lot of this, Emily. I really do. Even some of the business classes, if you don't have to do the thing that you go to EforAll for.
Right. You may think right now you're doing baby clothing line, and then through that you decide, I'm opening a baby store.
Right.
Like, I've seen businesses
completely change.
Yeah.
You arrive to EforAll with one idea, and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, where was that? I read.
Forget the babies. I'm doing dogs.
Right. Seriously, though.
Yes.
All of a sudden, because you read these applications, and I love that I've been in every little process, whether it's like not the auditions, but like reading through
Reading
the applications,
doing the interviews.
and I've every single year I try and do something a little bit different within EforAll, just because I feel like, okay, well, I already did that last season.
Right.
And I call them my seasons.
They are. I mean, they're cohorts, they're seasons,
because you're busy in your business at different spaces during the year too, where you're available, and some parts of the year you're not available.
Absolutely.
So I have less time to give in the fall, where some other people have summer businesses where they've got more time.
Where fall is their hot spot.
So I love watching where I'll come in at the very end and be like, this is not even the business that they signed up for, and this is incredible. Or I can't believe how much they've fleshed this idea out. And it's awesome. Or really putting the polish, the last minute finishes on your business to really push yourself into the market. It's really cool to see the development of all of this happen. Yeah. So get yourself involved in it. The deadline is coming up August 7th.
Come and see me. I'm out and about. The schedule is on the EforAll Facebook page. Come find me. I would love to chat. I would love to help ease fears.
And they've got all of those Ask Me Anythings between Jen, between Tyke. They're out there in the community looking for you. And are available to talk to you about your business, even if this is not the thing for you. They've got pitch competitions all the time. I like that you're starting classes mid-September. So it gets the kids in school and takes a little pressure off of all of us parents.
We get through the summer.
It's a love-hate. I'm so glad that I'm not a slave to that schedule right now. But at the same time, I'm like, what are you doing today?
Right.
Exactly. Like, you just can't be in your underwear eating all of my cereal all damn day long.
Playing video games.
This is not what we are doing today.
Oh, man. The struggle.
I know, right? Cindy G says, I love this. I'm so excited. I'm good. I'm glad if we were like a couple of people that were on like the border of having this conversation to at least
fill out that
talk.
Application. Yeah. And if you can't meet me for an Ask Me Anything, Jen.Christian, Jen with 2 N's, jen.christian@eforall.org. I'm happy to have a phone call. Whatever works. I am here for Cape Cod's entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I love it. She's also got her own nonprofit that she is running. Jen's going to come back and talk more about Car Seat Mama with us.
But before I come back, I do have to say that I was nominated for Best of the Upper Cape charity. So please go vote for me daily.
I saw that. I have been voting for you.
I just have to say it now, because when I come back on to talk about Car Seat Mama, it's going to be too late.
It might just be a win that we can just talk to you about.
Oh, that would be cool.
I know.
Fingers crossed.
So shout out to our friends over at the Enterprise. They have this amazing competition that they do. They're one of our media partners, and I absolutely adore the Enterprise. They are family friendly running business here in Falmouth. And they do just such a great job of getting in the community and showcasing and highlighting what us Cape Codders do. I feel like it's super hard in the media realm right now to find who is actually live, local, around, operating here all of the time. And I will always gravitate towards those businesses because it's super hard to keep them
they're real
here, and they're real.
Yeah.
So this is one of the ones that I really jump into because we absolutely love the Enterprise. I think that they do a really good job of working to highlight homegrown local stories.
Hey, Enterprise, hit me up. Let's do an EforAll article.
Yes, I love it.
Throwing it out there.
Dawn, good morning from the West Coast. How are you guys doing over there weather-wise? It was oppressive to the point I went to bed at 4 p.m. yesterday. Like, I literally left the farmer's market. I showered and I just laid. Like, I was out. I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning like, what? It was not.
Yesterday was so gross. You stepped outside and you were like, oh, so hot. Can't breathe. No,
I'm not dealing with this summer very well.
Like, if it was hot, like if it was 80 and we had a nice breeze, cool.
Yeah.
But no, it was 80 and it just felt heavy.
So I've got to shout out to all of the entrepreneurs that were out there yesterday at the farmers market.
These farmers market.
We had like 40 businesses there yesterday. We had over 400 people check in.
Nice.
And I mean, we had Matt singing. We had kids enter. Lauren was there with places, painting faces, drippy faces, repainting drippy faces. She wrote out the hopscotch course. And
Oh.
we had Little Milestones that was there
Oh,
doing some
awesome.
free kids crafts.
Yeah.
Our farmers that just work so hard night and day, making sure that we had great food, scallops and clams and chicken and all kinds of great food. Like, it's just really wonderful. And somebody had posted another EforAll, Laura Inman, who
Yeah.
just started her own business. But she said, I just want to let you know, when you come to a farmer's market for 30 minutes and you walk in and you shop and you complain about whatever, those farmers, those businesses have been there hours beforehand setting up. They'll be
loading their trucks
Uh-huh.
hours before,
Mhm.
unloading hours before, setting up, and then they're there for the full 4 hours
Not
of
to
the
mention
market.
making all of the
Oh
stuff
my
that they're
gosh,
selling.
exactly, exactly.
So when you're
Harvesting.
complaining out there, it's not for the
Don't
faint
come
of
to the
heart.
farmer's market to complain. That's the bottom line.
Love and light only in
Yes.
Mashpee. This is
Yes.
the only thing that we're going to take it. She said, so hot. I had a cookout to go to after the market. Passed out on the couch as I sat down on it.
Yep.
Exactly.
It happens.
It's one of those days.
Yeah.
Awful. We had a couple of amazing rescues over the weekend. That was incredible.
Yes.
So
Yes.
scary with the beach, the current, the people that do not know our watering holes, our
Yes.
swimming locations, our beaches.
Yeah.
And just random people on vacation saving lives.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. And it's so cool to hear. Like, it's terrible to hear that, you know, we have a swimmer in distress and then somebody on the shore is like, I mean, I'm gonna go in there.
I know.
can't just be a bystander.
Yep.
And this woman from Longmeadow, maybe,
just
jumped in and helped get this.
A new mom. I feel like
my God.
I feel like new mom strength is a different kind of thing.
Yes.
Like, hold my baby. I'm gonna go rescue this family.
I've got this, guys. Don't worry. I have new mom energy.
It's such a thing.
It's such a
Our
thing.
office manager, Miss Emily over here, is a new mom. And I got to tell you, I get my baby fix every Monday. She brings the baby in. But also, it's like that new mom energy. That's like, did you wash that? Did you do that? Did you cross that off? Did you have that? I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's such a great skill.
Yeah.
Everyone out there should have a new mom in their life because they will tell you how to do it or they will just do it for you.
100%. 100%. Yes.
I don't know how everyone's 4th of July is, but we're sharing photos from this past week. I feel like because it's been a week of celebrations.
What day is it?
Seriously, though, I feel like it's downhill now here in the summer on the Cape. So
I agree. Like, we made it through the traffic of the 4th of July weekend. And if we can do that, we can make it to Labor Day.
It is. Trish, I'm so glad that you did catch us live this morning. Mashpee Farmers Market is in the Mashpee Commons. We're across from the library, right in that ginormous field. It's so exciting to see activity on that field more than once or twice a year now.
I just have to say, as a Mashpee resident, thank you. Like, yes, a farmer's market.
I know. We're
so
working.
Cool.
Well, we just got back from Germany and we went to Germany, Austria. We were checking out all of their markets.
Smart.
So, like, literally doing market research.
So was this trip a business expense?
It absolutely was.
Oh, right, because you had the conference.
I started off with business, and as an entrepreneur, your brain is not like just sitting there like mush.
Yeah.
You're just gathering. You're like, oh, what about this? What about this? And every country we went to, this is part of their regular life.
Yeah.
This is part of the way that they vend. This is part of the way that they feed people. This is part of the way they connect in their community.
Absolutely.
Our markets, and they have rando markets in the middle of town,
right?
All the time with extra
vendors.
Food. Yeah, just people showcasing new stuff or filling in the gaps where the gaps need to be filled in. And it was really incredible to go to each and every one of these countries. And I don't feel like we're leaving much out, which is incredible.
Right.
But also like to watch people that have been doing this for hundreds of years before us still utilize these community projects.
Still a model. Yeah. And I shout out for getting your bread lady. You just said that you got a bread person. I don't want to assume it's a lady. You got a bread person.
It is a bread lady.
Yeah. Which is awesome because I love that you're thinking of the market and thinking about what are we missing?
All the time.
What is Mashpee's farmers market missing? Like, it's so great that we have it, but where's the bread?
Well,
we need bread.
That's why we were so excited when we realized that a whole swath of Mashpee qualifies for food justice. And then like diving into that, I never would have done any of these projects.
Oh,
It was so funny to chat with Lisa Z. Lisa Z, shout out to Professora Lisa, who was there yesterday doing her own side hustle with her CBD business.
yep.
And she's like, it is amazing to me to see you doing this because you said you always wanted to do community stuff.
And here you are.
Yeah.
Rocking it.
Yeah. And enjoying it. But this was the thing that we don't have a seafood market and we don't
Right.
have some of these small
And how
little
do we
things.
not have like,
It's weird to me that we don't have that.
right?
But I mean, it's really difficult. That's an expensive business to just start.
Yes.
And this side of the business. So working with people like Chatham Harvesters and Midnight Hour, who are also small businesses, fishermen, and working with the Fishermen's
Yep.
Alliance and working with our own town I love Consuelo, who just started the Mashpee High School's garden.
Yes.
And they got a great little
And
grant over there.
Yes. And did you see that they just delivered to the senior center?
They had their
so
first
cute.
haul of
I love
food.
it.
And I said, as you're planning and growing that farm, I want the students to come
Yes.
and vend at the market.
Be little entrepreneurs.
Exactly. And take that money and then donate it to projects that they've got within the community.
Yes.
So I'm really, for them to see what it is like to learn that side of the business
Right.
of
And that
farming.
Yeah. I think it's so important to know that, there's so many opportunities post high school,
Mhm.
that there's not
Other
just
than
one
like the
track.
college track. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you become a farmer. Maybe that's your thing.
Mhm. And I'm excited that I was kind of going through this growth period as my kids are teenagers. So they're seeing that
Yes.
too. And they realize that they can have their little side hustles while they're in college, like honing their skills of whatever it is that they're learning. So
Yep.
my daughter's got her own little side business. And we've got our little lifeguard for hire right now. He's got his own little side business, not to mention all the other stuff he's got. The kids in the
Yes.
neighborhood come over and they're like mowing, because we've got an elderly population in our
Nice.
neighborhood,
Yeah.
mowing lawns and doing little house projects for our fun little neighbors that need extra support.
Absolutely.
So it's adorable to watch them run their own little baby businesses.
yes.
And just be helpful in the community. And I think that is really exciting to see that stuff happen. And that's really what our farmers market has started to branch out. We've got a bunch of kid volunteers. We've got Hank's
So good.
granddaughter, Mariana, that's going to be helping with our pot program. June 21st, we've got our huge pot program, which is Power of Produce, where we've teamed up with the Mashpee Chamber and Rockland Trust to give each kid a little token. They can go pick a fruit or a vegetable that they want for free
Cool.
and try something new.
Cool.
I know. Give it a no thank you taste a little bit.
Is that the next Kids Day?
That's our next Kids
Cool.
Day is July 21st. We've got WIC that's going to be joining us.
Awesome.
So we are
love
certified WIC farmers market vendor. So you can come and use your farmers market coupons that come out
Yeah.
once a year. And it's only good at farmers markets. So it's just like this
So
bonus food program. We've got SNAP benefits. We're working on a match right now.
that. Yeah, you worked so hard.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for doing like I can't like I'm just gonna like toot toot, like your horn should be like blasting because not only did you bring us a market, but you brought us a market that's accessible.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
thank you
for
for doing
everyone.
that.
And I
Thank
know that we've
you.
got an elderly population right now. We've got people that literally come from church and they're on a fixed income
Yep.
and they can't feed themselves with what they have. Everyone's been to the
Yep.
grocery store lately.
Whew.
It's not great.
Whew.
Government just upped the SNAP benefits because people are struggling and there is very
Good.
little food out there right now. And food choices, I'd love to bring some healthier ones to you. So
Yes.
that's really what the excitement for building these programs are. And it's literally for everyone. And we want this to be a free space where you can come
Yeah.
and sit and enjoy the entertainment, get a
Yep.
little bit of free kid stuff, because not everything has to be $1 billion.
Right.
And you
Right.
can just sit with your feet in the grass if you want to and
Yeah.
enjoy the sights and sounds.
Yep.
I don't care.
Yeah. I bring my 6-year-old and she just loves checking everything out.
Right?
It's an experience. And she also loves that there's always either
I know.
Italian or Hawaiian
I know.
ice
I know.
or
Makai is so fabulous. She's with us. I was like, we could have used you yesterday.
oh,
You would have been
man.
sold out. 'cause
Sold
we were
out
all
instantly.
roasting.
Oh.
We had a lot of beverage options
Yep.
yesterday. Misha brought some iced teas. Docito is there with some new iced teas. We've got our
Nice.
lemonade that we're doing for the nonprofit just
Love that.
because. And we had some other nonprofits there. Mashpee Library was there running their campaign.
Awesome.
They're going to be with us for the entire month. and they've got their calendar and their fun campaign. And I would love to work on some stuff. Yesterday, the Barnstable Brawlers, which is a baseball team that was there,
Cool.
and they're working on their big trip that they're going on
Awesome.
for a national competition. I mean, it really is a true community event. So
Love
if you
it.
find yourself in
Love
a
it.
space and you want to join us, please do. Financial barrier is not an entry. Just let me know what you need and we'll figure out where to
Love
get the
that.
money from. That's
Love
what we're
that.
here for. You know what it's like when writing these grants, and it's important to me to get the money into the
Right.
people in our
Right.
community's hands
Absolutely.
and make
Get
this
everybody
accessible.
represented.
I
Yeah.
loved when we just saw that John Cena is retiring. But something fun about John Cena that I did not know when I was reading this morning.
Like John Cena.
John Cena is
Okay.
retiring from the WWE.
Okay.
But he has done the most Make-A-Wish appearances out of any celebrity ever.
Wow.
Over 650 Make-A-Wish appearances.
Wow.
And I think that that's just really incredible to highlight the philanthropy of some of these people that are doing amazing things.
Yes.
Not necessarily the Justin Bieber who's collecting $10 million for a birthday party. I want to know what Elton John got paid to play at the Chatham Bars in.
Can somebody please let us know? Because we were talking about this and we need to know.
I can't let it go. Like I sat there with Hank. I'm like, it's a 60-second birthday party. How much money are you spending?
Right. First of all, 60-second. Like who throws a 60-second?
I don't know. Like live like you're dying. I don't know what's happening over there.
Right. Yeah. True.
Maybe it was a big retirement slash.
Right.
Like, who knows?
But again, flying Elton John to Cape Cod.
How much money was that? It's
Yeah.
Tommy Brady over there. Like
somebody
legit.
just side conversation.
I'm just curious who's got $10 million to give to Justin Bieber, and I'm struggling to find a bread vendor. You know, just wondering. I need the bread to feed the people.
Right. I'm just looking for car seats. Right. It's not much.
Right. Speaking of car seats, Barbie's going to be a mama.
Barbie's going to be a mom.
I know.
Yes.
Margot Robbie might need some car seats.
She might. Margot Robbie, hit me up.
Jen's here for you. Car seat mama.
I do virtual. So we can do a virtual car seat installation.
I got to tell you as a parent, and especially one with multiple children on small ages, of what the car seat situation was in my car. It was not great. I connected with my former au pair when we were in Germany, and
I love that.
We were laughing about the car seat situation, and I was like, "It's funny now, but it really wasn't
funny at the time.
No, it was not funny at the time.
No,
knowing which one was going to be in what one and how we were going to finagle the 3 car seats in a car of varying sizes, and like, it was not great.
No, it's not great. And I will tell you that the one thing that I absolutely hate about being a car seat technician is the summer.
Right?
Because you are working out.
It's hot. It's sweaty.
Yeah.
The damn seat belts. Nothing's right.
Nothing works.
Got to be tight. It's annoying.
Yep.
I don't know how you, like, honestly, that would be the last thing on earth I would sign myself up for.
If somebody had asked me to do one yesterday, I would have politely said no.
It was so joyful to get my kids out of car seats. It was like, they finally, I'm like, you're 8 and you're over 80 pounds and we're done here.
Yep. Yeah.
Maybe you could give like a small little tidbit of like just information to people.
Yeah.
I know it's summertime. I know kids are like half naked and you're trying to push a sweaty kid in a car seat. And it's awful.
Just good luck, mama. That's the first bit. Good luck, mama. You are doing that damn thing. Like, you are doing it. It is hard out here for us moms and dads and any caregiver in between. But my best summer advice for the car seats is to watch the sand. You get a grain of sand into the buckle and you're gonna, you can get it so that it's not gonna come out, and then you have a seat that can't be used. For us Cape Codders, just watch that sand. My best advice is keep them rear facing as long as you can. That's something that I live and breathe every day. Extended rear facing. We have the science that backs it up that is the safest option for kiddos. If you can get to age 3, that's great. The American Academy of Pediatrics says age 2 is the minimum, and a lot of car seat manufacturers are now following that, and they won't allow forward facing under the age of 2 on their car seats. And then I would be upset to not mention, and I hate this is my super love hate when it comes to car seats is I want to bring awareness to pediatric vehicular heat stroke. This is when children are accidentally left in cars or find their way into cars and can't find themselves a way to get out. And they unfortunately pass away. So there are things that we do. We look before we lock. So we look in the car, we make sure we haven't forgotten anybody, we lock the car. And we lock before we leave so that little Timmy down the street doesn't find his way into our car and then can't find his way out.
Yeah,
So-
it is scary this time of year, and you will read about it.
Right.
It's just
And the
one of
thing
those
is
things.
that it happens to everyone. And that's the part, like if we can end the stigma of it's a neglectful parent. No, it's a mom who was so freaking tired and she thought that her husband took the kid to daycare and she forgot that she was the one taking him to daycare and got a phone call on the way to work. And
Ugh.
it happens. And just end that stigma and look before you lock before you leave.
Thank you. I love that. I mean, just little stuff like that.
Yep.
Also, height, age, weight, nothing's changed. Where are we here? Because I feel
So-
like there's always changing rules. And by the way, car seats expire.
Car seats expire. Absolutely. If you can't find an expiration date, the rule of thumb is 6 years from the date of manufacture. You will find the date of manufacture on a sticker on your car seat. Age, height, weight. So we are, I'm trying to think of how to, again, we want to max out the weight limits.
Okay.
Of
Because
the
Dave
max-
is
the
asking,
height and
I've got
weight.
a question. Is it always age 2 with those car seats, or can it have anything to do with their child's weight?
Yeah. So, I mean, definitely you want to pay attention to the height and weight maximums of your car seat. That's what we want to be hitting. So, if you have a rear facing seat that goes to 50 pounds and 49 inches, your 3-4-year-old is going to have no problem rear facing. I have a little widge of a thing of a 6-year-old, and she made it to 5 years old rear facing. And I just knew that with her little petite body, I wanted to keep her rear facing.
Yeah.
My beastly children who were born 100 percentile.
I have one of each of those as well.
Yeah. Yes. He made it.
Everyone was like, are they twins? I was like, no, she's 3 years older.
Poor Lily.
She's a petite little sprightly thing.
Yes, exactly. So pay attention to your height and weight maximums. That's what you want to hit. So if you're still rear facing, pay attention to that height and weight, and then forward facing, paying attention to that height and weight. One thing that I want to bring up is that it's never a race to get to the next step. When we're rear facing, we're protecting that head, neck, and spine. When we're forward facing with a harness, we have 5 points, which if you think about race car drivers, they use a 5-point harness.
There you go.
So it's the safer option. And then when we graduate to a booster seat,
I think I need a 5-point harness.
Yes. I would love a 5-point harness. I want to be snug in
Get
there.
it in.
Give me a weighted blanket and a 5-point harness. That's what I want. I just want to be
for
cut
my
up.
own safety.
Yes, exactly. No, so there is no race to get to the booster seat. Oh, that's probably one of the most common questions I get is my 5-year-old is ready for a booster seat.
I know like they want that new seat. It's like a new thing for them. It's a
Yes.
milestone for the
Yeah.
kids
Yeah.
and parents as
Yep.
well. But
Yep.
sometimes it's just not
Pump the
necessary.
brakes.
Yeah, right.
Pump the brakes.
Wait, they can be a grown up for the
Yeah.
rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Good morning,
Keep them
Dave.
safe.
Dave Hagner, you made me laugh where you checked in with my daughter. She was working over at the Melody tent this weekend, and Dave said hi to her. And then Lily's coworkers like, who's Stephanie? Lily's like, I felt like a Nepo baby, but whatever.
Oh, she is a Nepo baby.
like-
She is.
She goes, I try to avoid it, but it's not avoidable.
Wait, you're Stephanie Diva's daughter? Like the
Good Lily.
Stephanie?
Makes me laugh very much. So she very much enjoyed meeting you, Dave. She loves her job over there. She's having a good time this summer.
Good.
And hopefully she makes enough money to pay for her college tuition. So
Whoop, whoop. We love that.
we're getting there. We got the
Yeah.
Olympics. This one over here, Queen
Yes.
Olympics.
I just love the Olympics.
I don't know what's going on in France right now, but they had a huge election situation where everybody's got this inner fighting situation and they've got like to host the Olympics.
Yeah.
It's like,
And
the country's on fire and we've got to host this national thing.
speaking of
International.
like France and like bringing it back home, right? Like clean water.
Mhm.
So they're supposed to do like swimming events in the Seine River. And it is like there
Same.
has been years where they have said, do not go in the water. But now suddenly it's clean enough for the Olympics.
We cleaned it up. It's fine.
We
sifted
shocked it.
We shocked it.
We threw some shock in there. It's good. We mix it. It'll
I
be
already
fine.
feel like it's going to be a super complaining Olympics. And
Oh,
I think it's
hear-
perfect
yes.
to be in Paris
Yes.
for that.
Yes. Yes.
We're complaining about the AC. We're complaining about the water conditions.
All of it.
Now the gymnasts are complaining about their conditions. I guess Billy Joel's daughter didn't make the equestrian team.
Oh,
Everyone was very upset
let's,
about
let's
that.
have a moment for
Oh.
her.
Oh, Alexa, I'm sorry. Such privilege.
Oh,
I
man.
can't.
Nepo babies.
Right?
Can't with
exactly.
them.
Can't. But I am kind of looking forward to a little something to watch on TV.
Yes.
I don't know. I
Yes.
watched the final whatever season of Suits yesterday in my sweat coma, and I'm like, ugh, this is all we got right now. I need
right, so-
something new.
I got to ask you, did you ever watch American Horror Story?
Yes.
Okay, so my husband and I have never watched it. We don't know how. So we just started season 1. Wah, wah. Like we're 2 episodes in, we're not loving it. Do we have to follow this, or can
I
we like
don't-
jump to season 2?
I feel like you can just go to season all of
Because
them.
they're all separate, right?
Right. And all of the characters play different people in them. I mean, to
Okay.
watch them linearly, you'll like see their character development a little bit, but it's not
Okay.
always the same people that they're playing. So I
Perfect.
skip it.
Skip it.
There
Cool.
are like 3 or 4 seasons that I didn't watch because I was like, I watched 2 episodes and I'm like, ugh, I didn't
Perfect.
like
Good
it.
to know.
Yeah.
All right. Seamus,
Skip
if you're watching me,
skip around.
we're good.
But there are no rules anymore.
There's like 12 seasons. I was like, we're not going to sit here and watch all of these seasons.
yeah, I love
like,
anything with Kathy Bates in it though is for me. She
Yeah.
is terrifying.
She's phenomenally terrifying.
I
Yes.
know.
Give me Kathy
She's
Bates.
OG horrifying right
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Jen, please come back and talk more about Car Seat
I
Mama.
will. I
and
will. I can't wait.
we'll have an EforAll check-in.
Yeah.
Don't forget applications, the
Get
deadline.
your application in. Yes. EforAll.org. We never even mentioned that.
Well, we are now.
EforAll.org. Hop on there. Get your application in. Call me. Email me. Come and see me while I'm out and about. Let's get you in the fall cohort.
Trisha, Dave, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Cindy, Emily, I will see you a little bit later. Go Jenn and Stephanie. See you at Margaritaville.
Yes, Gail. I will see you there.
I know we've got a
Excited.
fundraiser going to be there, and we've got some of the different EforAll businesses that are going to be there.
Yes.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
DJing, playing some tunes.
It's going to be a great
I'm
night.
excited to see what they've done with the big renovation. It's like the final.
I would also like to say, like, I love a gala where the expectation is wear a Hawaiian shirt.
Yep.
Yes, please.
That is the fundraiser for us.
That's where
So
I'm at.
We're going to drop all the EforAll information in the chat with
Yes.
us here. And if you want to join us over at Margaritaville, I think there are
Yeah.
some tickets available.
Yeah,
It
you
is a
can
fundraiser
absolutely-
for EforAll. So all the wonderful programs that are brought to you and all of the fabulous volunteers and people that show up every single day. Yes, some of them still cost money. So
Yeah.
we need to raise some funds for
Yep.
EforAll.
And the money that's raised here goes right into the Cape Cod community.
So we're just influxing some business here.
Yep.
And support local, everybody.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Oh my gosh.
This was fun.
It's been such a good day. We've got a full slate of activities this week. If you're looking for something to do, we've got music bingo, we've got trivia, we've got some DJ fun stuff that is happening. And you can find it all eventsoncape.com. And we are updating that list of activities. Our farmers markets are on Sunday over at Knockabout Beer Garden in Mashpee Commons. That's where you will find us every single Sunday. And I'll be out at Dino's tonight from 6 until 8. I'm looking forward to a little bit of trivia. We've got Barnstable County Fair tickets to give out. We are going to be there live for the Demolition Derby. I am so excited
Yes!
to have this event has come
That's
back home.
Awesome.
So Lemonadio crew is going to be there throwing out some sunglasses and checking in with you as we smash and crash and have a really good time at the Barnstable County Fair. And win your way to our event. Every single one of our events, we've got those. We've also teamed up with the Steamship Authority. So if you're looking for a day trip, looking for something to do with the kids, you can go to the Vineyard, you can go to Nantucket, and we will be giving away those gift cards as well at each of our shows. So come and see us. We're looking forward to entertaining you in person. And most of our businesses have AC.
Oh.
I'm going to need it after yesterday.
Can we get a list of the businesses? That
Ooh, yeah,
don't?
right. Nope. Hopefully.
Cross your fingers and come on out and see Stephanie.
There you go. We'll see you soon. Bye,
Thanks.
everybody. Hank and I will be on the show tomorrow. We'll talk to you then. Bye.
Bye.
Whew. There we go.